Hello everybody, my name is Charlie, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to beat the Blitz battle on UFC 4 to get the trophy that you need. So there's two online trophies, and they're both pretty tough, but this is by far the harder one. Although I happened to get lucky here, and I got this pretty... Oh, and they didn't take that long this time. And my advice, there's no instant win trick. You just have to know that before. Like, if you click on this video hoping there's a glitch or something, there's not. You just have to do it, but I'll show you how I did it and hopefully give you some tips on how to do it. So the one I did was, I think it was 1 minute boxing only, so you couldn't kick, you could only punch, and you couldn't do submissions or go on the ground, like just boxing. And for me, that is my strong suit. That's what when I played this game, that's pretty much what I do. I mean, I do kicks too, but this was perfect for me, pretty much. So that was really convenient. And there's like a set health bar, so I couldn't have asked for a better one for me. So I think the strategy for you is whatever you're good at, you're gonna want that. You want it to use it to your strength. Use whatever you're good at, and I think it'll be a lot easier. And there I went down. And you have to win two, so if you lose one, that's okay. Win one, you gotta win another. As you see, I lost one there. I think I only lose one more the entire time. So this first fight was like the second hardest one, which is kind of odd. So yeah, play this to your strengths, and you should be good. But again, stuff's gonna happen. Sometimes you go up against a player who's played this game for so long, and you just don't have an answer, and that's gonna happen. The chances are, and it's gonna suck, but it's just the realistic part of it. I happen to get pretty lucky here. These guys were all good, but they were beatable for me, at least in my skill set. So that was pretty lucky. So there's the first one. You have to win 6 in a row. That guy left. I'm not trying to make fun of any of these guys. Respect them. They played well. So you have to win 6 battles in a row, which is pretty tough because, again, you could go to the 6th one and then you face someone who's really overpowered. And the tough thing about this is once you win one, it's like a tournament of 64. So once you eliminate someone, you also play someone who's eliminated one person. Thus, it gets statistically harder each time. You would guess. I mean, you could get put up against the hardest guy to begin with, but the chances are it's going to get harder as it goes on because they also eliminated the same number of people as you. So in the final round, you're facing someone who also eliminated 5 players. And let me say, I think if you exit, it loses all your progress, so don't exit if you have a win streak. I tried it once. Luckily, it was only like a 1 win streak, but it loses all your progress, so don't do that. Bam! See, I still had my health left there. It was also light heavyweights, which was good for me because I use heavyweights / light heavyweights. So another pro for me. This guy's face gets all messed up. Pretty brutal. I realize this might be kind of a long video, but I wanted to make it this way so you could see non-sped up how I did it. I don't know how much it'll help, but it was really lucky. I've only done this like 3 or 4 times, and before this I never got past like round 2 or 3, and then for some reason this day something clicked. I don't know what. I just got lucky, I guess, and it worked out in my favor. Because this was my 2nd attempt of the day, in like my 4th ever, and if you asked me to do it again, I don't think I could. I just got really lucky. And it was something that I could do against opponents that my strengths were powerful against them, I guess. Because they were good, as you can tell. Alright, we beat 2, now we're on to our 3rd. As you can see, I'm only... Okay, well now it's on level 1. I don't know why it said this. At a certain point it glitched out, I guess. Also, this guy's character is pretty interesting looking. I was going to use my custom character. In fact, I did the first time, but I lost on round 1. And so I decided to switch to this guy, and it clearly worked. Just use whatever character fits your playstyle also, because this guy might not be good for you, even though he was for me. Because that's just going to happen, everyone has a different playstyle in this game. If you're not good at boxing, there is a certain other game mode, because these switch like every, what, 8 hours, 9 hours, the type. So this is just a certain mode, so I just happen to be one I was good at. There's one where it's like 1 minute and 1 minute rounds, and I guess it's pretty cheap, but you can just put them on the ground, like tackle them, takedowns, and then the judges will, as long as you don't get hit other than that, the judges will almost always vote for you, because the submission, or not submission, the takedown is worth a lot of points, and it's pretty cheap, but it is a pretty easy way of doing it if you're good at that. I'm not very good at that, and also I feel like, I don't know, it's kind of cheap, but if you are really struggling, that is a possible solution for you. The only issue is other people will probably do it too, so you gotta be careful about that. But again, here, it wasn't even a possibility. So I got in the groove here, as you can tell after that first guy. The other trophy is much easier. You just have to win 4 in a row on a different type, and as far as I know, it's easier also because you don't have to face someone who's also won 4 in a row. If you've won 4 in a row, well, you don't have to do it after 4, but it's a lot easier. Although weirdly enough, no, it was another knockout. That one actually took way longer, and I don't know why. I just got really lucky on this. I even used the same character, and I eventually got it the same day, but it took a lot longer. I got to a 3-win streak the very first try on the other one, and then I lost like 5 times in a row before I could win a single other match. Alright, so here's our 4th guy. So we're already halfway there, but as you can tell, the video's a lot longer, so the fights got a bit more intense as it went on. And we were a lot more careful. Like, we weren't just running at each other all the time, we were kind of like dancing. As you can kind of see here. This mode is also interesting, because normally I don't think it's like the knockout mode like this, but it was kind of nice that it was, because you couldn't get knocked out by one punch, which happens to me a lot with these heavyweights. You know, I do one of those wind-up punches, and so uppercuts me and I get knocked out like that. I don't think that's possible with this, so that's pretty nice. It means you can have a bit more mistakes, but at the same time you probably won't land a lucky shot. Oh my god, that guy was, I think I just killed that man. So I was pretty excited once I won these first 3, because I didn't think I would get that far. The trophy, the platinum trophy for this game is 0.1%, which is pretty crazy. I think on PSN profiles it's maybe like 2.5, I think. Which is probably a more accurate way of how to do it, but it's pretty tough because online trophies can sometimes kill your platinum, no doubt. And if this killed your platinum, it makes sense. It's very challenging. You have to get lucky with a certain amount of things. Just keep trying. I didn't even go into the day really being like, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing today, I'm gonna get this. It just kind of happened out of the blue. Also, that guy left afterwards too. Okay, now we're on to round 5. This actually ended up being the hardest round by far. The first round, as I said, was the second hardest. This one was the hardest, without a doubt. This guy's only level 6. I'm like level 19 or 18 at the time, but this dude was good. I was fully prepared to lose to this guy. I went into it thinking, oh, piece of cake, you know, he's level 6, but no, this guy was elite. So shout out to this guy. So as you can tell, I'm just trying to get some punches in, you know. You can do damage for damage, like you punch him twice, he punches you twice, but that can be risky because sometimes you just get combo locked. Although one thing I like about this is it's not as easy to get combo locked when there's no submissions and no takedowns and stuff like that, so that's nice. You don't have to worry about any of that. I generally went for head punches unless if sometimes I'd go for the leg one or body ones if he was, you know, if I punched a lot up on top, I would maybe switch it up, go to the bottom just to get a few hits in and go back to the top, stuff like that. Elbows are pretty effective because they're basically no wind up, but you have to be pretty close for them. Jabs are pretty effective in this, because again, you don't necessarily need a massive shot to knock someone out. So I actually, this is going better than I thought. Am I misremembering this? I don't think so. So you can see I have a pretty sizable lead here. Maybe I got too aggressive or something. I'm trying to recall how this happened. Yeah, see what I mean? We're like dancing around. We don't want to get too close to each other. We try to go up a little bit, and then once the other guy misses, you know, throw a punch, that kind of thing. You can also do dodges. That can help sometimes, but sometimes if you run into one, it hurts extra. Although, again, in this mode, it doesn't seem to knock you out instantly, which is nice. And I was like, uh-oh. And I'm about to get knocked out. I mean, that was about as close as it comes. That was insane. So I think the first one I lost the second one, right? Not the first round. So at this point I was scared. I thought I was going to lose. And I didn't want to lose after all this time because I was thinking like, man, it maybe just wasn't meant to be. I don't think I'd come all the way back here again. This was like a lucky streak, you know, my Linsanity run kind of thing. But thankfully we didn't have to worry about that. Or else I wouldn't have made this video. So you can get some combos in there. I guess the jabs don't do that much, but they're still somewhat effective in this. So you kind of, as I said, you want to stay kind of far away, so when he misses you can get a hit in, but it doesn't always work like that. My guy has somewhat good reach. I imagine someone like Tyson Fury would be really good for this mode, because he's so tall, and you don't have to kick. In fact, you can't kick. So he would probably be a good character. Although this was light heavyweights, not heavyweights, but that's just a suggestion. I don't know if that'd actually go well, but because he's also a bigger target. Normally, if you go for the body punches and you get uppercutted, that's like a guaranteed knockout, but so you can go for that a few times without the worrying of getting knocked out instantly. That's very nice. I thought Snoop Dogg announced this game mode, by the way. I guess they don't for Blitz battles. Or is this not even knockout mode? I feel like it is, but I could be wrong. No, it's slightly different, isn't it? I don't freaking know, man. So at this point, I was like so excited. My heart was beating crazy fast. My hands were sweaty. I was up. I was hyped. I was literally like standing up right next to the TV, jumping around when I was doing this, hyping myself up. It probably seemed crazy. So I was like, okay, I just gotta hit him one more time here. So whenever the opening, bam, got the opening and he's out. So now it's all tied up for the finale round here between us. Some of these guys I think did fist bumps, right? I don't know if they all did. I don't know if did any of them. Maybe I'm thinking of the other trophy. So I recommend going for the other trophy first because it's going to be a lot easier. And maybe sporadically going for certain things because you're going to get like really tired of this I'm sure if you do it all the time, because it's just going to get really frustrating. At least for me, sometimes if I do things so many times, I get worse at it for a while. Sometimes the first run I do is the best for quite some time, and so I mean you don't get frustrated that way. You'll probably get frustrated, but you won't get overly frustrated. And at the end of this video, I'll show me getting the trophy. Did I already say that? I don't know. The platinum trophy, just a small little clip, and me beating the fourth guy in the online worldwides or whatever they're called. So this was a battle. I got pretty lucky right there. Oh, as soon as I say that, I'm getting destroyed now. Speaking of sports, did you see Otani got signed for $700 million? That's insane. I wonder how much these guys get paid in real life. I'm guessing not $700 million, but I could be wrong. And the finale, bam! That was a great match. As I said before, shout out to that guy. He was really good. Okay, I got messed up. All right, the final round. I don't know if I showed up as level 1 for him too, but see, I can't read that from here because the screen's really small when I do the voiceover. But was that? Did it say he was 99 max level? Because the purple's like max, I think. So I thought this guy was max level, and so I was like terrified at this point. I was like, oh man, please not after all this. I can't do this again. But this actually ended up being like the easiest match, which I'm not entirely sure what happened. So I appreciate that. And clearly this guy had to have been really good to get there, so maybe just my playstyle it combated him well. I'm not entirely sure how this happened, but I will absolutely take it. At one point I did get complacent, and I almost it almost cost me, but so I have a okay lead. It's nothing insane, but it's, you know, it's like any lead is a good lead, but this is, yeah, I mean, look at that, see? And then at this point I think I got a little complacent, and I just kind of was like, oh man, I can't believe I'm gonna win this. But oh no, never mind, it must be the next round. So I won that with like half health left almost. But yeah, let me tell you, I was nervous as heck doing this. And this is another big lead, so I was hyped at this point. I think here's where I just kind of got overly aggressive, see, and I took a lot of damage, and I'm like, okay, no, this isn't over yet. I have to treat him like I'm down. Because you just can't get lazy. You have to do it. And so actually, I won, and I'll let you hear my reaction. My mic is messed up in the reaction, but I still think it might be interesting, so here, have a listen.
Let's go. Good job. Good game. That was really close. I basically have the platinum now. Just have one more trophy. Dad got it, so I can get it. Holy shit. There can only be one. That's the shit I'd like to see.
I have no idea why it sounds like I'm whispering into my mic. I think it's because it's a different mic than I use now, and it wasn't very good. Also, I was afraid that guy could actually end up hearing me, and so that's why I said good game. At first I just didn't think about it. I'm like, oh wait a minute, this guy actually might be able to hear me. I better say something. And here's me getting the platinum. Very cool, very cool. I hope this helped. I don't know. Let me know if it did. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.